Welcome back, guys, to Entre Nos. I am Evelin, and my co-host is
Alondra.
And today we have two words that we want to focus on, which they are, what were they again?
Resentment
and
genuine.
All right, but before that, let's get into how I'm not a likable person.
Yeah.
So,
apparently,
you know, I said that, okay, so how do you feel about that? Let's rewind.
Right.
Rewind.
How do I feel about people who might not be likable?
No, how do you feel about me saying that because I am not a one to approach somebody in public because I'm shy, I'm a narcissist?
That doesn't make sense.
Right?
Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
It didn't make sense to me. Like, I was like, how can I be narcissist if my personality, that's my personality. Like, I'm just being shy.
Yeah.
Like,
first of all, a lot of people use very strong words for, it's became a culture. They use like the most craziest word to identify a person, and it's just like, what are you talking about? Do you even know what a narcissist is?
Yeah.
Like, those people are in jail. Do you know?
Yeah.
It doesn't make sense.
It's not like back then. Like, who now in this generation, right, in this era, people on TikTok do use like a lot of words to describe others, which is, I mean, it's good. The vocabulary is expanding, but I feel like it is
out
being
context,
over.
Though,
Yes, perfect. That's perfect.
Out of context, like, you don't know enough information to come to a conclusion of like the description of a person.
Yeah, because for me saying, I mean, which is fine.
It was a short, right?
Yeah, it was a short.
Yeah, out of how many seconds?
I think it's like 30 seconds.
30 seconds, you're a narcissist.
Yeah.
I know who you are, a narcissist.
And to me, it's like, we were watching Friends, right? And then he's like, man, why do people attack you all the time? And I'm just like, well, what do you mean? I don't know. Like, he's like, somebody just said something about you and gave me props. And I'm just like, oh, let me see. And honestly, I read it, and as I was reading it, the first thought that came to my head, it was, wow, am I not a likable person? Because I do get a lot of like negative comments, right? But I told Rollie, I was like, what do you expect? People, if we're putting content out on the internet,
right,
it's gonna be there forever. What do you expect? Like, for people not to give their opinions, when in reality, like, who cares, right? Who are you to give me your opinion? Because I'm not asking for it. But who am I to tell you not to give it to me? Right? And that's when I was like, man, I always thought I was a likable person. I feel like I'm very supportive via social media because it's just,
you're just
easier.
Very straight up.
Yeah. But then I was just like, dang, do I not come off likable? I'm about to start crying. I'm not Nah, honestly, I don't care. No, but I don't know. How did you feel whenever you first met me?
No, you're super likable.
Really?
Yeah, I like you a lot.
Yeah, I would think I was like, damn, maybe.
Because, like, honestly, like, I don't think I know a lot of people who know themselves well enough to be able to say, this is me, you know, like, and I don't think I don't know a lot of people who know themselves well enough for me to be like, wow, that person knows themselves very well and carry themselves very well. I mean, like, the way you speak about life and the way you speak about what you want in life, I was like, okay, you know yourself, you know what you want.
Yeah
It's crazy. Not a lot of people know that.
No, yeah. And it's crazy that that's how you describe it, like that. I know myself. And for me, the way I say it, I'm like, when we first met you, I told her, damn, she has a good head on her shoulders, like, because to me it's like, okay, if you have a good head on your shoulders, it's like you're mentally there, you know what you want, like, you're walking with something so big. Right. Not literally, right? But like, you're walking with something, like your mentality, the way you think, and the way you carry yourself. Yeah. And how you present yourself is really big to me.
Yeah. It's almost like no me vas a convencer fácilmente that the path I'm walking is not the right one.
Yeah. And
because I know myself.
Yeah, exactly.
I know what I want. I know what I need.
Yeah. It's crazy. But that was my first thought. I'm like, dang. I'm like, I do get a lot of negative comments. Not like, oh my God, I feel bad. Because I didn't feel bad, you know. Because I was like, I don't know, she's girl. Really she's old. Talking about like Italy and whatnot. And I'm just like, my family's Salvadorian. They don't care. Like, you know?
No, yeah. And I feel like maybe just culturally, maybe she things that everybody needs to be super approachable to other people. Like, oh, you need to learn how to be approachable. If not, you're a narcissist.
But yeah, guys, just because you are shy. I mean, I'm going to not say that. I mean, obviously to me, it's like, yeah, that's probably one thing that I would work on. Like, I would want to like be like not shy and more confident in approaching somebody. But I mean, if that's something I have to work on, then that's something I have to work on, you know. It shouldn't bother anybody else, right?
But that doesn't make you not likable.
Yeah.
For you not to be able to like approach somebody that you've been friendly with in the past through social media.
Yeah.
You know?
But the reason I did feel unlikable was because I've been getting, you know, all the negative stuff. And then everybody wants to like praise Roland. Like, he's a liar. Like, I'm just kidding. Guys,
he's this, he's that, he's this, and he's that.
He's 30.
Attack him.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I'm glad because he was so ready to reply back to talk mess to the lady.
Really?
Yeah, because he was more mad than I wasn't even mad, but he was like, "What the fuck?" You know, like he's like, "I'm gonna put a thumbs down," and I'm like, "Don't." I'm like, "Give it a thumbs up," because she's coming to our
she's watching
platform. Yeah. She's watching and she's giving her opinion.
And she did say, she's like, my opinion.
Yeah. So I think he did give it a thumbs up, or I think I did. I don't remember, but he was so ready to like attack or whatever. I'm just.
He was ready to pop off. Calm down.
But focusing on,
I feel like they're probably gonna like
attack you
a lot.
You did tell me that.
Yeah,
you did tell me that because. I'm not going to tell you it's not going to happen because I feel like it is. But again, you have a good head on your shoulders. Yeah. So I know it's not going to let like bother you, you know. I feel like, I don't know. I think I might be a little bit more sensitive than you. And I feel like it hasn't gotten to me.
Okay.
You know, so I feel like you're a little bit more stronger.
Yeah.
So probably. I know that it'll take a lot more.
I'll probably just like giggle a little bit. Like, and I'm like, dang, should I think
I'll pray for you.
Should I bring it to the Lord or should I just throw it to the trash?
So, resentment. Okay, do you want to start with resentment or being genuine?
Let's start with the bad one.
The bad one? All right.
Get it out of the way.
So, resentment really means feeling or expressing bitterness or indignation at having been treated unfairly. Mm-hmm. So, I think indignation means like, what does it even mean? Replace, look
like up. Like a bitter feeling?
Oh, wow. It just is anger or annoyance provoked by what is perceived as an unfair treatment. So basically being annoyed that, you know, that they didn't treat you fairly. Okay. So what is resentment to you?
Resentment to me could be like, hasta lo más pequeño, like not be like going to sleep mad. Your resentment, like you're holding on to resentment.
You're being resentful.
That's small. Like I rather think on things like what's more prone to happen to me, because resentment to me is like big. It's like, oh, pues le tengo odio y le he tenido odio por 10 years. You know? Yeah, that's big. But there's small scale resentment, like as small as, and that's like that can happen to us in our daily life. Like just not being able to approach somebody within an hour of having a situation occur and say, you know what? Either I didn't like that or saying I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why? Because it could be resentment both ways.
Both ways, yeah. Because to me, it is like when you hold coraje towards somebody and you just can't move on.
Right.
Or you can move on, but the anger is still there. So you're not really being honest with yourself if you're having resentment towards somebody, but you're just pretending like nothing's bothering you.
Yeah.
You know?
Como, you know, like the people who say like, I would never talk to my ex again. It's like,
why?
Lo odias, okay? You know? Like,
yeah. Honestly, that is so crazy because I feel like I don't talk to them, you know?
You're like, if I see him and he says, oh, hey, I'm going to say, hey, back.
Yeah, because I remember when me and Roland first started dating, like he was so cool with his ex. Yeah. They were like best friends. Right?
Yeah. Where you're like...
No, at first I was like, well, I don't care, you know, because I know the girl. But I know that she did stuff on purpose to like make me jealous, you know. Pero yo era tan orgullosa, like I would be like, hey, I'm not gonna fight you over a guy. Like, I don't got time for this. And if he's gonna disrespect me, then it's over, you know?
Yeah.
But I just knew that he knew the line. Right? But
do they still talk?
No, they don't talk. But you know what though? I feel like if he's seen her and he said hi to her, I wouldn't care.
Yeah.
I wouldn't care. Like,
really? Yeah.
And which is crazy because I feel like it's so hard for me to like hold resentment towards somebody. Because I was gonna ask you, like, have you ever held resentment towards somebody?
To be honest, no se me resbala todo.
Right?
Yeah,
that's
se me
good.
resbala
I
todo.
think for me fue con mi mom. I had like resentment towards her, but just younger problems, you know?
Right.
But I feel like at some point in my life, I realized...
Sentiste como abandono.
Yeah, or just like, wow, like... you're not really like there for me, you know? And not the, oh my God, my mom has to be with me doing my nails. No, like...
No de chiflada.
No,
yeah.
just like, wow, you're not really being there for me as a mom. Like, I got to pay you gas for me to go to high school. Like, come on. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Like that to me was like... And then I didn't even think anything of it until people would tell me.
Like, that's wrong.
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
And I'm like, does your mom does this? And I'm like, yeah, it's not normal or what? Like, you know?
Yeah.
So I feel
ahí te
like...
empiezas a dar cuenta.
Yeah, and that's when I started realizing. And I feel like I had some resentment towards her.
How did it go away?
I feel like I realized that because the way she was, I became how I am. And I just always put it on God's hands, honestly. Like, I was like, well, God is with me. So at the end of the day, like... that's who I need.
Yeah.
You know? In my mind, you know? Because at the time when that was happening, I was learning about God. Mi tía me llevaba a la iglesia.
Whenever you were...
feeling some type of way.
Okay.
So yo iba a confesarme, girl. My confessions weren't like, hey, I did this. I would go.
my mom.
I would go and be like, tell the padre, like, literally, like, what I was feeling, you know, like, but it was a face-to-face. I would sit in his office and it was like a whole conversation.
Oh,
like,
wow.
Yeah, but I would schedule my appointments. But it was more like a therapy session for me. But it was with my priest.
It was like a, spiritual guide.
Yeah, and honestly, I feel like he helped me a lot. Like, Roland, he says he doesn't really like him as a priest porque dice que...
El enojón?
¿Ah?
El enojón?
Yeah.
No, he is the enojón, right? The Asian guy?
Oh, no, that's a different one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. No, like, his name's Father Rudy. He's at in Pasadena.
San Agustin?
No, he's not at San Agustin. He's at the other one.
San Pio?
No, there's another one.
San Cabrini?
No, that one's the one that's right here, right?
Yeah.
No, there's one in Pasadena by the Beltway.
I don't know.
We just went to it for my grandma's misa. And he was there. He used to be at Blessed Sacrament.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, he used to be over there. So that's a church I used to go to. And I used to love talking to him. And even when I had problems with Roland in a relationship-wise, I would talk to him.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, like... And
Did you held resentment towards Roland? You've never held resentment towards him?
No. I felt anger.
Okay.
But
that's very different.
Yeah, it was anger to the point where I was like... It was hurt.
Yeah.
Like, why would you do that to me? Type of thing, you know? But never
como
like...
consentimiento. Like, estoy enojada con sentimiento.
Yeah, I think it was more... I was hurt and then I was angry.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Like that. But other than that, I feel like it was really like only my mom. Like, not even the guy that like did that to my grandparents, you know? I feel like I never held resentment towards him. I was just more like... At that point, I would tell God, like... I would question God a lot and be like...
¿Por qué?
Why? Why did you take them away? You know, I don't know if that's considered resentment. I don't think so.
Towards God?
Towards God?
I don't think so. I think that's just like being a human and asking like if you had the power and you didn't stop him, like where were you?
Yeah. But I never doubted him.
Yeah.
Like, you know, I never
as
doubted
a God. Yeah.
it as a God, no. But I did question him like dang, why couldn't you like
intervene?
But then later as I grew up, I was like, wow, like it worked so crazy that I just happened not to be there when that happened to them. So maybe the why was like, well, you were saved and they weren't, you know, me and my sister or something, you know?
Yeah.
But yeah, I feel like that. But con mi mom, how I removed, I feel like the resentment was just realizing that she just gave what she could give.
Right.
So who am I to ask for more? you know.
So you basically came to like the conclusion, and you just put a period, and you said, you know, I'm choosing, because it's a choice. I'm choosing to let go of resentment.
Yeah. So that's for me.
Yeah.
That's how it was. But you've never had it.
I've never had resentment.
That's good though, because that's an ugly like feeling to have, like, you know, or something to be carrying with.
No, I'm pretty sure it's heavy.
No, yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's a heavy feeling.
You have you wanted to say that forgiveness was a decision, right? Or something like that.
On our last podcast. Yeah.
What did you want to touch on that, or what was it that it was just that?
The forgiveness at the end of the day, ultimately, it's like for you to forgive, you have to choose to forgive. Mm-hmm. Porque I didn't want to. I feel like I was sounding like, that's that and get over it. You know, it is that, but like a lot of people, in order to do that choice, you first have to come in terms of a healing process, and then say, okay, I healed. Now I'm choosing to, you know, to let go, to forgive.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I feel like we were sounding like that's that, and you can do that.
And maybe that's why we're not likable. All right, let me go ahead. Well, the timer's going to go off in 3 minutes. We can touch on genuine.
Yeah.
And then I do have a story, the resentment, and then you can tell me what you think about that.
Okay.
So genuine. Genuine means truly what something is said to be, something sincere. Mm-hmm. So I feel like I'm a genuine person.
Yeah. I feel like just genuine comes in different, como not atmosphere, like in different auras. Like genuinely, like a lot of people can be harshly genuine. Okay. Other people can be softly genuine.
Yes.
You know, so it comes off as like passionately genuine. You know what I mean? And there's other people that they're just like passively genuine. Mm-hmm. Just like, I'm gonna lay it down flat, softly and gently. There's people like, boom, there it is. But both are genuine.
Yeah.
You know? And I feel like I'm in between.
I'm in between too.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking like, okay, I'm not gonna say names, right? But family member, right? They want to do something, and I genuinely want them to do it,
right?
But I genuinely know too that they might not stick to it,
right?
You know, but I'm gonna be genuine and tell them, well, you should do this, and that in order for it to work out,
right? Genuinely,
you know? Genuinely, yeah. But me being genuine towards them and towards what they want to do, they might take it like, damn, she's a fucking hater,
right?
You know, but in reality it's not. It's just like, no, I'm being genuine with you, like sincerely, like I love you and I hope,
but I don't think you're gonna stick to that.
Yeah. Or I just don't think it might work out for you,
right?
You know, but then again I think like, damn, who am I to be like telling this person that, you know?
I've learned,
how do you manage that?
Just stay quiet. Like for me, like when I've heard the same story over and over again, I just stay quiet and I'm like, oh, okay. Like I'm just like, oh, okay.
And you hold it back to not even tell them, or you just feel like you learned not to even care at some point?
Por eso te digo, like sometimes you even have to be genuine with yourself, that honestly at this point you don't care. You know what I mean? Like genuinely, I'm not gonna be ugly to you, but I'm gonna be genuine to myself, and I'm not even gonna waste my saliva on telling you that, on hurting your feelings at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Porque obviously, like telling somebody like you're not gonna be able to, I don't think you're gonna be able to meet your goal. That's almost like downplaying the person. It's like, bro, really? Like, como que te van a decir, I should have never shared this with you.
Yeah.
Especially when it's somebody close to you, like my sisters. Like if they tell me something like, I want to do this, and I know that maybe they're not gonna do it. No les voy a decir like, oh, I don't think you're capable. You know, I'd rather just be like, okay. Pero también in the back of my head, I'd be like, you say that all the time.
Okay, perfect example then. My sister, right?
Yeah.
That's not who I was talking about earlier, right? When I said no names. But my older sister, she started her wax business. And I genuinely wanted to work out for her. But I just feel like I genuinely know that she's one person that is like... She hasn't stuck to it, you know.
Ya cuánto tiempo tiene?
Maybe because she has since last year, and she started her like Instagram page, you know. And for me, it's just like, do it, like, you know.
Right.
But and I genuinely want her to succeed in it. You know what I mean?
Right.
I'm not one to get waxed, so it's not like I can go and Dang. And that's not like I can go and like support her porque I don't get anything waxed, you know. I was doing the laser hair treatment at the time or whatever, and but I genuinely want this to work out for her because I know she was very excited. Pero yo sé que she's I know the type of person she is, you know, because now she had the thing in my mom's and now she moved it to hers.
She's going to be like, I'm very busy, Evelyn.
Yeah. Don't get mad, Mari. It's just, you know, we're just talking here. And she started building like a she shed, like in the back of her house or whatever.
Para her
appointments, for her appointments, which I think it was such a cool idea because I'm like, okay, well maybe that's what she needs so she can actually like go for it more and commitment to it. I just knew she wasn't gonna commit like that, you know. And I know I've seen other girls that do commit to whatever business they're doing, you know, like that. But
they go and pay rent, so they gotta get rent money, so that's why they start waxing.
But I genuinely do hope and want for it to succeed. But I feel like if I'm the one that's like, all right, well, stick to it, do it, then I come off like wrong, you know, like a hater or whatever. But we genuinely care for you guys.
We'll be right back.
We'll be right back. And we are back. So today we kind of matched in our mugs unintentionally. She showed up with that one. Did you buy like a set or something?
No, I didn't. This one I got it, I think, in, you know, the little place next to my job que se llama Whole
Foods?
No. The marketplace?
Oh, yeah. Market. Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
So it's like a grocery place?
Yeah, it's like a grocery place. Pero también decorations. Like they have a whole bunch of decorations for your home. Yeah.
Is it expensive? Yeah.
This was probably like $7. I know. But I was like, I love it. Confident.
Yeah, it's cute. Mine says Home Sweet Home. Because, you know, it's my home sweet home. Yeah. We're kind of matching with the color and the white. But I'm not going to lie. I do like yours a little bit more than mine. I have to pop off with the next one.
I know.
My next one has to be better. The next one has to be better so you can tell me that. You can genuinely tell me that it's better.
I'll bring an ugly one.
Because the other one that we did, the first episode that we trashed, I like yours more too. I need to go to the store and buy me some.
Honestly, like that, I think in all of them, mine are the best one.
No, I think the last one. What was I? Oh, we both have
the love one.
The love one.
Yeah,
I liked mine more.
Okay. I was gonna say, like, to be honest, when you're genuine, you become more confident.
That's gonna be one of our next words.
Yeah,
being confident.
I honestly do think so porque, like, even like when you're genuine, you're being honest. Honesty brings out confidence. Like, whenever they ask you a question, you're not gonna be like, oh, how do I answer that? Because you're not a liar. You know, you say the truth all the time, so you're able to have confidence in yourself every time they ask you a question.
Do you really want me to be honest? Because I'll be honest. If you really want me to, I will do it.
Yeah.
That's true. I didn't connect the two like that, but yeah.
Pero también, like, you get to like learn people. Como por decir, like, oh, this person doesn't really like me, giving them the harsh truth. You know what I mean?
What about like when do you feel like genuine has, obviously that means being sincera, right? Yeah. Do you feel like have you ever felt when somebody
isn't being genuine towards me?
Yeah.
I have.
Do you feel it like, has it happened with close family or friends?
Yeah.
Doesn't it suck?
It does. It sucks. It hurts. First of all, because you're just like, especially whenever.
Have you been the one to realize that it's happening, or somebody's telling you?
Somebody's telling me. And I'm just like, how can I, like, porque I'm like, yo toda mensa, thinking like, oh, we love each other and we're here for each other and da-da-da. And then the person comes in and drops a whole bunch of bombs like this and that, and talks all this mess about you. And I was just like, what? And I'm over here like, what do you mean talks all this mess about me? I thought we was having a genuine relationship here. Yeah, pero y como quiera, like, that shouldn't almost mess up my actions towards this person. You know what I mean? Like, because I care to be genuine. I care to have a relationship with you. Mm-hmm. So it's almost like you're a person que no le puedo confiar mucho de mí. Pero tú me puedes confiar de ti because I'm being genuine. You know what I mean? Like, I have to still kind of keep my distance, still love you as best as I can. But, like, I ain't sharing too much with you because you're, first of all, you're not being that genuine.
Yeah. No, that happened to me. It has happened to me. Mm-hmm. It happened to me. I'm not going to say names, right? But it happened to me with somebody that I love so, so much. Like, it so sucks. Much. And I was like...
No, lloras, dude. Like,
I never even thought about it. You know, like
somebody told you to,
and somebody told me, but it never crossed my mind because
but somebody who is genuine with you told you.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna tell you, my suegra is the one who told me.
Yeah. Okay.
And I know,
you know
she,
for sure.
yeah, because she's super genuine with me.
For me, my fiance told me.
For the hurtful one, I mean, Roland's. I was gonna ask you if it was your fiance, porque a mí Roland es el que me dice bastante. Like when somebody's not being genuine with me, he'll tell me. He's like, damn.
Just looking out.
Yeah. And but the one that hurt me it came from my suegra when she told me, like, hey, you know, this person
is not being genuine.
It's no está being sincera. Like, there's a little envy there with you. Yeah. But it's to the point that that person might have wanted something and it didn't happen, you know, and it happened to me. Yeah. So then, but the love was still there. Yeah. The love was stronger than any other feeling. So it didn't even matter. But it did hurt me to even think that the feeling existed in their heart, you know. And I was so hurt. I was like, damn. And now I feel like when I do stuff, sometimes I see it. But the love I have for this person is still like so strong that it doesn't even matter.
Right.
You know, todavía le confío mucho. Pero sí te voy a decir que cuando me and Roland went through like a rough patch in our relationship, when I told this person that we were going through this rough patch, her response, it was a girl, obviously, right? Her response was like,
Qué bueno.
No, she was like, wow, really? I thought y'all were like a perfect couple. I was like...
Como tirándote cosas en la cara.
I was so shook. I was so dead shook. I was like, wait, what? Like, I'm like legit going through it right now, you know? And that's the response you're going to give me, you know? But I still have a lot
Instead
of
love. Saying, así son todos.
But yeah, that I was like, damn. And then the second time, not the second time, because this happened to me a lot, right? Which I don't know why. It makes me think again, maybe I am not a likable person if they don't want to be genuine. But one of my tias, we were talking about working for an attorney, right? Because that's when I used to work for the attorney. And I was like, yeah, during COVID. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to start looking for another job because this attorney, he gave us a pay cut and da-da-da-da. And she works for an attorney. And she's like, oh, yeah, well, how much do they pay you? And I'm like, oh, they brought it down to like, say, $15 an hour. And then she's like, and I was getting paid this. And she's like, really? They start you at my job at 19 and you don't even have to be a legal assistant. It's just for intakes. And I was like, oh, 19 is really good. Like me thinking like, oh, damn, hook me up, you know? And she's like, yeah. And then I'm like, yeah, that's cool.
Good
like,
luck, Evelyn.
I was like, that is so cool. I'm like, you should let me know so I can send my resume. And she's like, yeah, I'll get you in. And then she started like bragging about the firm, like where she worked at, that she can work from home and she's still getting paid and the attorney is so good. And I'm over here like, well, dang, my attorney, the boss, right? He's mean, you know, he's racist. But my direct attorney, he's cool. Like, I don't have a problem with him. But obviously, el otro que está mandando emails like crazy, then yeah, he's mean, right? But I'm over here just being honest and saying like without honesty about my job, and she's over here bragging. But I was taking it like, wow, that's cool, like that's so amazing, like hook me up with
she
their
wasn't
job.
being genuine with you.
But she wasn't being genuine with me. It was more like she was bragging.
Yeah.
She's
like, we have all this.
Yeah, she was telling me about her lunch, the little lunch area.
She's like, I just want you to leave out of this place knowing that I'm cool.
Yeah.
Basically.
Y yo toda like,
wow, I'm gonna have that.
I want that. You're gonna hook me up, you know? And then when we left, Ronald's like, you know that she was telling you like bragging, right? And I was like, no, she wasn't. She's like, yeah. Like she was coming at you like bragging, and you were over here talking about this job, and she was trying to compete with what you were saying. And I'm just like, Oh, I didn't even realize, like...
Wow. Is this a person that you've had a relationship before?
Nah, the relationship has always been, like, rocky. Like, it was one of my tias. It's just...
No, yeah. Like, a person that you don't have a relationship with, and they come at you that way.
Uh-huh.
Like, I don't even have a relationship with you for you to be sharing all this with me, right?
Mm-hmm.
And, like, I don't know you enough to not know that you're not a cocky person. And for you to just be throwing at me all this, like, look what we got. Look what we do, you know? It's just, like... I would just be like, it's amazing here. You'll love it. Yeah. That's it. Because we don't know each other like that.
Yeah. Well, it was my tia. So it was like, honestly, I was just like, damn, that's super cool. And you know what's crazy?
Uh-huh.
That they ended up calling me for an interview. But I didn't get it through her. I got it just through applying regularly.
Wow.
But I didn't know it was that firm.
Uh-huh.
I didn't know it was like where she worked at. But I didn't go because that's when I stopped working because to become a stay-at-home mom por Milo. And, but yeah, you know, being genuine, guys, we highly encourage it.
Yeah. It's so much fun.
It's so much better. And if somebody's not being genuine with you, then it doesn't even matter. Yeah. Because at least you know that you're the one that's being true to yourself and to them. And be honest. Honesty is key. Do you want to hear the crazy story?
Yes.
It's not even crazy. It's about a husband and a wife.
Okay.
You can't relate yet.
Can't relate yet.
When are you getting married again? September?
The 30th, hopefully. We're praying
September?
that's the day. Yeah.
Wait, have y'all booked it?
No, so we're going on a meeting on March 14th. Yeah. To see what days they have available and stuff.
So you're hoping they have that one?
Yeah, hopefully.
Do you think they will, since it's like this year already?
I know. I don't know. But to be honest, like, como que soy la consentida de Dios, so maybe.
Oh my God. Well, I'll pray so that's the case. So today's story is an anonymous story, right? Remember, y'all more than welcome to send your stories and we can just talk about them and give our feedback. All right, so it starts. Do you want to read it?
No, you can read it.
All right. It doesn't feel like we're married. Oh, wait. She has resentment towards her husband, right? And it starts with, it doesn't even feel like we're married. I remember before and even shortly after we got married, I really used to like his company and looked forward to it. Many things have happened since then. At this point, I can't wait until he leaves for work or goes on a work trip. I even actively encourage him to hang out with his friends and so that he isn't home.
Wow, we can stop there.
Wow. I know. When I read that, I'm like, I told Roland, oh my God, you're not going to work today. I'm so happy. Like, I always look forward to him not working, like just being home, even though he works from home, but I know he's here. His presence, la siento, you know? So when I read that, I was like, damn, she must be feeling some type of way, right? And then she's like, I keep envisioning life without him. Even when he's being nice to me, I just want him to stop talking.
Whoa, miss, what happened?
And honestly, it's not even that serious when I read it, right? But okay, I never thought I would feel this way and this soon, because it's only been like 3 years, I think. I feel like a bad person, but I don't think these feelings will resolve in any way soon. My husband is probably oblivious to these feelings because I haven't communicated them to him. Why have I not communicated? I realized early on it's impossible and quite painful to communicate things to him. Oh, I lost where I was at. To him that might be potentially be his fault. I added to which I'm quite a non-confrontational person, so she doesn't
like confrontation.
Yeah, she doesn't like confrontation. So many unacceptable things have happened in this marriage that the only emotions I feel are resentment, anger, and detachment. I feel like once you feel detachment, then it's kind of game over. Yeah. I feel like resentment you can get over. Detachment maybe, but I feel like how do you attach back together? Yeah, porque detachment means that you're losing love, right? Yeah. And then she's like, even the nice things I do for him or his older brother who lives with us are just because they are the right thing to do and because I've gotten used to doing nice things for other people. Otherwise, I don't talk much with his brother. I don't feel at all like conversating with my husband. One might even think I'm being rude to his older brother, as I honestly barely say a word to him these days. Okay, and then she says, basically the reason for all my feelings is the continued residence of my brother-in-law with us without paying any bills, his interference in our marriage, and my husband's history of anger issues, judgmental and controlling attitude. Although some of that has improved, I am very hurt and no longer trust him. I think there's more.
Yeah.
Porque no puede ser like... I mean, it could be, right?
She probably got slapped around a couple times for her to like be like, no, like estoy super resentment towards him.
Yeah. Porque she did say he has...
Anger issues.
Yeah. Judgmental and controlling, right? But she doesn't mention that he hits her. My husband doesn't even seem to see how him having his brother living with us for over 2.5 years now is really causing distance between us. And the guy is such a man-child. We both have to literally babysit him. So it's the older brother.
Yeah.
Y no paga bills. I'm honestly trying to gather all the courage I can to stand up and say one day that I'm very unhappy in this marriage and I want to leave. My parents probably won't be supportive, but I can't take it anymore, and I honestly hate myself for having a failed marriage and not being able to work through it. Sorry for the long message, but thanks for reading.
Does it say her? Does it say like how old she is or her ethnicity?
No. But I feel like she's in a very tough situation. One, because she's not a confrontational person, you know, so that means she really can't express herself without feeling that confrontation is gonna happen. And if the husband is very controlling and judgmental, then she's kind of stuck, right?
To be honest, dude, that's why preparing for marriage is a thing. You have to prepare for marriage, and preparing for marriage is speaking what you're feeling, not in a confrontational way. You're not like over here like
to learn how to communicate.
Yeah, like you're not over here trying to be like, after this I know for sure we're gonna have an argument. No, like that's why like communication is key. Like you just have to at least communicate and say, hey, like there's something that I need to talk to you about. Para que no llegue hasta este grado that now I low-key hate you. Like I went through something like that. My fiance started getting resentment towards me.
Towards you?
Yeah, because he didn't know how to communicate. And he just spilled it out, just boom,
one day
out. Yeah, he's like, I'm low-key starting to feel resentment towards you. Yeah, and I was like, why? Like, what? Whoa, I'm so good to you.
Where is this coming from?
I was like, I'm nothing but great to you.
Dang.
Yeah, but it was because resentment towards me, because I always had points of view that made him feel that they were better than his. Yeah, so he didn't feel man enough.
I did not want to laugh.
Your face.
I did not want to laugh because I mean,
it's so true though.
Okay, so
especially whenever like the woman has a little bit more of a stronger personality than the male.
I got my own, right?
Yeah, or like, I don't think you got it. Let me help you get it. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And giving him like, look, throwing him this. You could do this. You could do that. Trying to lift him up when I think he's down. You know, I'm like, oh, I'm great. I'm such a great person. I'm giving you all this energy I got. You know,
take my greatness.
In a way, dude. But that's how he was feeling it.
Yeah.
He's like, you're just like over here bragging.
Do you feel like it was more like he was viewing you as a competition in a way?
No, I don't think so. He was just really not a competition.
Because the way I'm saying is like, he's a guy.
Yeah.
He's the one that needs to be in more control.
I just think that I didn't let him have it.
Okay, and that's what I was saying.
I wasn't letting him have
maybe
it.
You were in a way, you didn't even realize that you were like competing with the being like, you know, being level-headed at the same time.
The thing is that I saw him like, you're down here and I'm up here and I need you to bring it up here. So I'm just gonna like pull you.
Step it up, bro.
Yeah, I'm like,
he stepped it up. He proposed.
Yeah, he did. And he actually, like, even his personality wise, you know, like, porque yo le di el space. Like, okay, I'm not even gonna give you no advice. Go for it. Si te vas a tirar del árbol, órale, tírate, right? Like, to me, I was like, I ain't giving you no advice. And I was like, dang, bro, I didn't know you were holding resentment towards me. So my reaction towards it, I was like, I'm sorry. You know, I'm so sorry.
That was the perfect reaction.
Yeah, I was like, I'm so sorry. I had no idea. You know, I'm going to try to do it better.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now he's like, help me.
I'm lost without you. Help me. Dang.
No, he's not. He's actually more like, nada más me dice, this is what I'm going to do. You know, and obviously, yeah, either he tells me, what do you think? And then I give my 2 cents in, or he just waits for me to be like, okay, cool. That's good. That's nice. Yeah.
And then, okay, so in her case, what would be like some good advice? Me personally, if...
I kind of think it's done.
You think so? Me personally, I don't think so. Because for her, she said that the things that he had, which were anger issues, being judgmental and controlling, she said that he fixed a little bit of that.
Right.
But the biggest problem here is the brother living with them. So I would be like, okay, as a person, my advice to you, if you're the one telling me that this is happening to you, I'd be like, you know what? You need to first figure out how you're truly feeling, you know? And I live by this. If there's love, you can fix it.
Yeah.
If there's love. But if there's no more love, then it's over. What are you fighting for, right? But if you really do love your husband, I would say know exactly what you're feeling and what's bothering you and what's going to fix it. Be prepared for that.
That's what she should tell him.
Yeah, be prepared for that conversation. Because you can't just go and be like, hey, this is bothering me. And then he's going to say, well, what do you want me to do about it? Well, I don't know. What are you going to do about it? Then how are you communicating?
I honestly think that the only way it would work is if she works on herself. Is if she
heals.
If she's confident. And she knows how to lay out her feelings properly.
Yeah.
Where it doesn't piss him off because he has anger
well,
issues.
No, you know? She shouldn't have to walk on eggshells. Because it's going to piss him off.
But to open a conversation like that.
Yeah.
Like,
that's what she needs to be prepared.
Yeah. Pero no le puede decir, like, hey, I'm gonna... Like, no le puede decir a él, like...
Your brother needs to move out.
Yeah. Because that's gonna probably, like, trigger his anger issues, you know? Like, I feel like she should, in a way, tell him, like, hey, I'm gonna work on myself. I'm gonna work on these things because I don't feel like I'm able to tell you how I feel. I don't think I'm able to do this and do that. I don't think I've been genuine with you. I don't think I'm confident enough, you know, like those things. Like, I don't think I'm that, and I want to work on that. What about you? What do you want to work on?
Yeah, I guess for me, I would tell.
Not you, fool.
No.
Him.
No. I'm telling you, if it was me telling her.
Like, no, you're like, oh, me?
No, if it was, that was what you would tell her. I would tell her, like, gather your feelings first. Gather your thoughts. Know what's truly bothering you, you know. Know what can fix it.
Right.
And how can you both get there? Because obviously if he's somebody that needs guidance and you're the person you chose to marry, then maybe you can help him get there.
Right.
You know. But there's people out there that literally would be like, you're telling them something's bothering them y no la agarran la onda. No la agarran.
I think that's why therapy works, to be honest.
Yeah. I think I would tell her, like, if I was like, oh, yeah, you know what? Like, I feel like I'm getting this ugly feeling towards you. I wouldn't even use resentment because then te lo vas a sacar en cara later.
Well, what do you mean?
Yeah. I would be like, you know, I've been feeling very uneasy. Yeah. Like, I feel like we have major distance between us. And I'm not telling you this to get you mad. It's just, I'm feeling sad.
Y decirle, like, hey, I don't know how to, like, tell you straight up like that, like what it is exactly. So why don't we go to therapy? Yeah.
And be like, and your brother needs to go. Like, a marriage is of two people. Obviously not like that, right? But it's like our marriage needs
como decirle,
to work. We need to work on our marriage, and we can only do that if it's just us two. Like a marriage is of two people, not three.
Not three.
So that's what I would say. But those are Evelin's wise words for you guys.
Dude, that is so crazy though, porque it happens. I feel like that happens a lot.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people como ella, she knows how to say it, right? And she knows almost like, she knows that she wants to be out, right? Pero ahí como like, that's why I was like, what's her ethnicity? Porque también she could have seen that at home, right? Like Hispanics.
Well, she said her parents wouldn't be supportive.
Porque ha de decir, no, a huevo tienes que estar ahí.
You know, like, you gotta fix it somehow. Like, aguántate. That's what you wanted, aguántate.
Yeah. Pero
that
like,
sucks.
I feel like in our culture, como que las mujeres no saben mucho decir, this is what's bothering me. O no saben mucho decir, siento resentment. They're just like, no, pues así es la vida.
Yeah, and it
That's
sucks.
how they sum it up.
Yeah, and it sucks porque I feel like You know the timer is about to go off. Let me go ahead and we're going to take a quick break and then restart the cameras. I was saying that a lot of it is just like you can use like no les puedes decir al guy, oh, te tengo mucho resentimiento, because then they're gonna come back and be like, well, do you still have resentment towards me? Like, you know, te lo van a sacar en cara, or like, oh, like I don't love you anymore, or I hate you.
Right, those are strong words.
Yeah, like I feel like people tend to use what you feel against you in a way. So you do have, whenever I feel like part of communication, you do have to be prepared. Like I said, know what's bothering you, know how you and the person that you're in a relationship with can fix it together.
Right.
Not just them. It has to be a together thing. Like in a cheating situation, right? Like I feel like if you're willing to forgive, don't expect the guy to be kissing your ass at all time. Like it's something it's something
because
you have
took
to
the decision already.
Yeah, so it's like even in a you know, case like that, it's like the problem could have been on one side, right? The problem could have been, blame it on one side of the relationship, right? But the fixing is going to take both. So that's what's something, that you guys would have to like think about when you're going to communicate what's bothering you.
Yeah, like if you decided to trust the person again, then you shouldn't expect him to be like, oh, how can I win her trust again? Yeah. Because you as the person who has been hurt already decided, you know what, I'm gonna decide to forgive you, and I'm gonna decide to give you another chance to trust you, right?
That's a good word for the next episode. We should do that one. Trust.
So
actually, like, is it on here already?
I don't know.
Oh no, it's not. I'm gonna put it so for the next one.
Yeah, so I feel like the other person shouldn't have that burden on them to be like, oh, I have to gain her trust.
Eggshells, you know, because it's not a way to live in a relationship like that. But with that being said, remember, be genuine and try your best not to hold resentment. Because once you let it go, man, what did they say? Let it go, let it God or something?
Let go and let God.
Yeah, like that.
Yeah, just let go and let God.
Yeah. And then did I tell you I found out what hump why they call Wednesday hump day?
I seen it.
Oh. Okay.
Yeah, because the Wednesday is up here and then it goes down.
Yeah, I was like,
okay.
what?
Yeah, I was like, okay.
He's like, you really didn't know? And I'm like, no, that's why I asked you. Like, but yeah.
Now we know what hump day is.
Yeah, so now y'all know too. If y'all didn't know,
we're gonna post on hump day.
Yeah. I'm very excited, but by this time right now, Rollie should be, you know, working on the logo. When y'all are watching this, obviously it's our 3rd episode, so don't forget to subscribe.
Send your stories.
We won't give names or anything. We won't bash you, right? We'll make a little comment here and there, but just giving our 2 cents. And again, thank y'all for watching. Subscribe, and follow us on Instagram.
Comment who has the best mug.
I won't be hurt if y'all say hers, because I know hers is cute. But y'all can still like mine. I mean, home sweet home. Like, I know hers says confident, so whatever. But peace, guys.
Bye.